a lot of people ask, Matt, like, I want to start a new business, or I want to do something else, or I'm stuck in this kind of rat maze, and I'm kind of grinding. My job sucks, and I want to do something else to better my family, but at the same time, I'm stuck where I am. And my answer has been pretty consistent over the years. We live in a day and age where through technology, you can learn anything that you want to learn.
Anything.
If you spend 3 hours a day for an entire year and focus on one thing, and if it's one thing that you actually enjoy and you like and you care about, even better. If you spend 1 year to learn and become an expert in that one thing that you care about, because then you enjoy it, in 1 year, you'll have an idea for an amazing business.
Yes, and if we can, because you're a successful businessman, and what's nice about the Matt Kim podcast is we're building in public. And so you can go back to episode number 1, and you can see how janky and how awkward and how autistic and how we were feeling our way through. And so what's great about building in public and building the Matt Kim podcast in public is you can see the steps that we took to execute upon this idea. And so the short answer is just go and do it.
Yes.
And don't quit. I feel like that's the answer for pretty much 99% of everyone's problems is pick something and don't quit. I think we have too many people who start today. We have too many starters, not enough finishers.
Yeah, it's easy to have a decent idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't be a world-changing idea.
Yeah.
But like, I would really like to have this type of business, XYZ business. And they get through like month 1, and they're like, it's a little difficult.
Yeah, it's
not working.
It's harder than I thought.
It's not working exactly like I thought in my mind.
Yeah.
And like, and then all of a sudden you drift and you start watching too much Netflix again. You start watching too much YouTube again. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to do something else.
Yeah.
You don't go through the difficult part, which is that anytime you have an idea, it's just a spur. It's just the beginning. That it's not officially hashed out because you don't know a lot of the pitfalls you're going to see along the way. And you get in, you hit your first kind of resistance. And you're like, this is not exactly what I hoped for. And you give up. Yeah. That's the time that you have to double down and try harder.
Yes.
Because, again, you can learn anything you want in life if you choose to do so. This is the biggest luxury that this generation has, this timeline has, over any previous generation.
We are at the lowest cost and lowest risk of failure today than any other point in history.
It is literally free to learn whatever you want in life.
Yeah.
You can literally take MIT classes for free.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
You can learn how to do literally anything you want on YouTube for free.
Not wrong.
YouTube University is actually phenomenal.
Not wrong.
It's the best university in the world.
Yes.